Alright, what is up everyone? Well, you saw in the last video we broke it. So now we got the parts to fix it. So now let's get to work to it. Alright y'all, I'm going to be in that little cubby right there. Might be a little dark, but right now I'm just going to take off this right here. The rear sway bar. The link, so I can get to the primary easily. But I have to take it fully off. I can maybe maneuver it a little. But I just feel like if I take this off, it'll be easier. Alright, to show you what I'm talking about, I just took off that one bolt that was on the sway bar right here. Boom. Just take off that bolt, put it up. Don't worry about all this stuff open. It's open because I'm taking this all off anyways. So yeah, and then I just put this sway bar link down, and it'll be super easy to get this bolt. And then I got to get that bolt in there, and it should be pretty easy to take off. And I just push the sway bar up. There's the bolt right there with the washer. I did the same thing on the other side, because if not, it won't move freely if you don't loosen that one up. There's the bolt on the other one. All right, let's see if this impact can take that primary and secondary off. Hopefully it can, and this job will be super, super easy, y'all. He's off. This old Amazon impact called the lag nuts can do it. Came out like butter. Hopefully I didn't break it. I thought this is like 12 inches long for some reason. Well, that's out. Oh my gosh. That was pretty simple, y'all. Wow. And that's how that thing looks. Looks pretty good in there. Oh, and a cool little trick. Bolts in the same spot. See, I put that one for the sway bar and just put this little, All right, now let's take this one off. This primary one. Primary is a 22. Wow, that was butter, y'all. This is awesome. We'll go nice and slow now. Back it off nice and slow. All right, now we just, wow, this is so much easier job. I'm like so happy right now. So I'm struggling here to take out the primary bolt right now. Maybe it can, I don't know. Hopefully I didn't break that bolt. Oh no, that's lubed up. Okay, that bolt is actually good. So here's me struggling, trying to take out the primary, because I thought you could just pull it out. Well, you can't. You're gonna need the tool in the description. It's just a clutch
primary's not coming off.
remover. It has to, like, you have to tap it in there, and then it releases the primary clutch. All right, y'all, I'll put the link to this belt box down below in the description. But I had to get some screws from the Home Depot. These are the ones I got. 1024, and then a rounded head, and then 1 1/4. That's the length, 1 1/4, and the thread is a 10 24. And then I got the pan head, so it like sits flush onto the little hole. I don't know if you can see, but it'll like sit onto that without using a washer. And then also this belt box doesn't come with, it comes with the plug, but it doesn't come with obviously the hardware I just said, and that seal. See that white seal that's there? You can get a seal from anything, like anywhere, but make sure you put a seal around that. So yeah, when you get this belt box, you gotta make sure you get the hardware, which is the 11 screws. And I showed you which ones I got. And then also put that white seal, or any seal, so it's nice and dry and nothing goes in there. And then also obviously reuse these 4 screws that sit here. You take it off, so it's already off the motor. That's like the motor mount. Also last night I ended up fixing my sound bar because I had like a fuse down there. I'll show you. Boom, sound bar works now. And there was like a fuse in my battery that was just popped out, like it wasn't even broken, it just fell out. And then I put back on my roof. Yeah, it looks a lot better with the intrusion bar like that. I don't know why. It's so clean. And of course, that's a lowered roof you can get from AFX Motorsports. And you see the lower intrusion bars because it sits low instead of that bump, like it flat. And then I also fixed up all that wiring that was up there. Sorry, it's dirty right now. There's only one wire, and that's this thing right here. Because remember I took off my light bar and my what else? My light bar, and then all this wiring going to the light bar. So all that wiring's gone. I cleaned up all that, cleaned up all that wiring. All that's gone. All it's nice and clean. Because it was all wiring I don't need. Like, it's literally just sitting there on the bike. Let me show you how much I took off last night. So all of this is wiring in here that I don't need. All of it's just for a sound bar I had, all this radio stuff, a light bar, just sitting there. So I finally followed it all the way through the bike, followed it all the way back to the battery, and I ended up taking it all off instead of sitting in Ziploc bags. And then I also just cleaned up little stuff. So this was flapping around in the last video. Tie wrapped that down. So it's tie wrapped right there, that panel. It's just these three things right here. And they go into a switch. So I ordered a Rocklite switch. Hopefully that works. I'm not sure. Oh, that was a thing. So I actually ordered a cool little tool. I think you guys know it. A torque wrench. But it's not one of those fancy ones. I just got one from Amazon. Everything's like Amazon around here. The lag nuts, impact, and see how it works. It's coming tomorrow. So the reason why I got that, because I'm going to be working on this bike a lot. And I really need something be torqued by spec. To, like, you know, I can't just impact it. Maybe too tight. I can't just... You know, I can't be just doing that. It's just not safe to do that. And also, yeah, the main key, it's not safe for the bike and myself. So, I never really worked on this. Like the most I worked on a machine. But I'm gonna wipe this down. I know, and then I know from a previous video that I saw on YouTube, this is the secondary clutch is 52 pounds torqued, like foot-pounds torque, and then the primary is 90. Take off that clip and don't forget to put it back on into yours when you get your second box back on. So it's like a little clip there, one more over here, and then obviously this boot that's off, that boot that's off, and then the one up here, and then this one right here. All right, here's a baby little flathead to get in that little spot. All right, what is up, y'all? Just want to let you know the part has finally came from Amazon. That is it. I'll put the link down below for Amazon. What's up, Rocky? And yeah, so let's get to pulling this primary. Hopefully it comes out easy, because sometimes it's like, it doesn't pop out still. Well, let's hope it pops out easily, and this will be in the description, so you can kick out your primary clutch. And I got light today. All right, let's see. I took it out. What I ended up a little deeper on it, and then it like turned the primary a little, and it just like locked it out. So I went farther in the screw. I'm not sure if this is the right way, so I don't know if you should follow me, because I'm probably breaking something. I'm not sure, but you saw where I went. I went to like right here, and it locked the primary and turned it, and then it came out. Update. This is the drivetrain. It is now off. Now I'm putting the new belt backs on. See you in a second. And voila! So yeah, y'all, I had a little trouble getting, like, aligning these bolts up for some reason. Like those four right there. See those four bolts you see right there? I had a little trouble lining it up. Then I finally lined it up. And then I finally put all these clamps on. So that one right there, that boot's on, where that hose clamp is at. This boot was the hardest to put on for some reason. I don't know if you could see it, but it was so hard to crunch on. This third one, I need to get a hose clamp for this third one. How do I put that one on? This one's gonna go on when I get my belt on. Okay, so that bolt right there is actually a 14. You just screw them right into those holes there, the little like screw holes right there. Put the big flathead. All right, y'all. First of all, just watch this, okay? I just want to show you. She is bright, y'all. The rock lights are working thanks to my friend George. So he told me just to follow that line back, follow the wires back, and I followed it all the way back to a broken male relay. All right, now let's get to torquing this primary. So got a torque wrench. First time ever working on a clutch. First time ever working with a torque wrench. And I'm using a click torque wrench. So I looked up some videos. Yeah. So you pretty much just loosen this jam nut. You put it to where you want. You make sure that 0 is at 0. So you get exactly 90 at the primary, because I'm getting 90. And then let's say you want 94. You put this at 94. So you put this number right here at that middle line. So I'm at 90. Put it at 0. Say you want 92, you put it at 2. And this is how you loosen this knob, and it loosens it. But now it's on tight. So yeah, let's get to work. And we just gotta hear the click.
It's like a click in here. I've never actually heard of it on a YouTube video, but let's see if I hear it.
Look at my left hand where I put my flathead. Oh, I think it just clicked. Right down the shaft already. Now to put the secondary on the splines. Oh. Got the screw now. Well, y'all, that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't freaking putting the threads in all the way. That's a good thing I have a little flashlight, because this wasn't sliding fully onto the threads, and I thought it was the whole time. And I was like, what I was trying to say here is that the secondary wasn't sliding all the way down the splines. So if you don't actually have the tool to hold the secondary to free rolling, I just put the flathead right there and where the shock tower mount was to the secondary clutch, and it holds it tight so that when you are torquing down, it doesn't move. Let's do it, baby. All right, y'all, so I ended up just putting on the belt because that XR belt, which this is an XR belt too, that XR World's Best belt, but I don't think the brand new one I ordered is not coming in like by this week. Like I don't think it's gonna come in by Thursday. Maybe it will, but just in case if it doesn't come in, I have it ready. So I just ended up throwing on my used XR belt. I ended up putting the clutch cover on. I ended up making sure all my clamps are tight. So this one doesn't have a clamp because I didn't get another one, but it's really tight on there. But I don't advise by that. You should put a clamp there. That clamp is tightened. That clamp is tightened because that's all 2 snorkels. Belt box, that's the snorkel that goes to the top. Belt box is all tight, and I make sure I felt every gap with these screws were all good. The seal was good, and that belt is pretty good. I mean, it has 600 holds 600 horsepower. It says, and also it didn't look beat up, but there's a little wear, like a little bit of wear, like you can barely tell. So hopefully it doesn't blow up this weekend, because that's the reason why I put this stuff on. So when it comes Friday, I just load it on instead of doing it later in the week. And also you guys can like enjoy this video and see it. But yeah, so hopefully that doesn't blow up. I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and of course, I tightened my rear sway bar, the Shock Therapy, baby. That thing is all good, all nice and knuckle down. That and this right here. So it's to the frame rail, and then of course right there, all tightened. Boom. Oh, it's just looking so pretty. Let's just like enjoy this for a second. All the work. Freaking rock lights fixed, clutch cover, belt, all that. Nice and neat. Put a roof on. Fixed up all that dirty wiring that was there. Sound bar works. Did a lot of stuff to this bike. Yeah. Successful video. She just ate. Oh, she's eating rocks right now. Let me see. What are you eating? You're eating a rock. And you just ate protein.